Guilty pleasures. I've talked about this before about how vertically shot short Chinese dramas and Thai licorns are my guilty pleasure. But I wanted to bring out one Thai drama that really stuck with me in the past few years. And that Thai drama is Revenge from the Past. In 2022, it aired. According to my drama list, there actually, aside from my review, there's only one other review. Has a very low number of watchers, so I'm not sure how well it did in 2022 or in Thailand or anywhere else for that matter. But this is one of those dramas that stuck with me. There's a couple reasons why I watch Thai dramas. One is revenge. Two is I just like angst, and sometimes you just want to watch a train wreck and enjoy the craziness that ensues. And like you're supposed to look away, but you really, really can't. Thai licorns are really like that for me, to the tune of I've watched hundreds of them. But every once in a while, there is a licorn that will stick out for the acting, the cast, the plot, and even how well done the revenge or character development is. And while this one does actually stick out for a lot of that, it also sticks out in a really bad way, which is unfortunate because this drama does a lot of things right. Let me really quickly give an overview for you. This is a revenge drama. You have a female lead who is overweight, chubby, good-hearted, has a really good friend who, with his, I believe, grandmother or his mom, runs a noodle shop, and he secretly likes our female lead, even as she is at the beginning of the drama. But of course, she has him in the friend zone, so she doesn't notice it, and she has this guy that she's going to marry. Now, her grandpa owns a pharmacy and herbs and things like that place that has some really old and valuable spices and ginseng and things like that. So they're well-to-do in that sense. And of course, the guy that she's going to marry is a piece of trash, and he has a mother who's a piece of trash, and they're wanting to take advantage of her being the person that is going to inherit this pharmacy. And of course, you can't have all of this type of revenge and these horrible people without having a one and only girlfriend who is supposed to be her friend, but secretly seduces her fiance, husband, whatever. And the whole plot of it is, the very first couple of episodes, a bunch of stuff happens, but basically they kill the female lead and pretty much bury her alive. But of course, she doesn't die. She leaves for several years, works really hard, gets really thin, looks really great, and comes back dead set on revenge. Now, if you know anything about Asian dramas, particularly licorns and Thai dramas, when they're talking about revenge, especially in Thai dramas, a lot of the time what happens is they'll set out towards revenge, or some people have done some really horrible things, and by the end of it, they almost use the excuse of karma and forgiveness, and a lot of bad people and revenge either gets thrown away. They decide not to go through with it and just let karma take care of it, kind of forgive and forget type thing. But in this drama, especially when it's from a female, usually whatever happens by the end of it, especially if she's going against a guy that she loves or whatever, for the sense of romance or whatever it happens to be, she'll drop her quest for revenge. In this drama, she sets out, and it's really, really well done. But by the end, it seems like I can't really remember, but I almost am positive that someone asks her to give up her revenge and she tells them, okay, I'm going to give it up. But she had no intention of doing that. And I'm happy to report that she absolutely goes through with her ultimate revenge by the end of the drama, regardless of what the male lead or anyone else thought. What she set out to do, she accomplished by the end of the drama. So just for that reason alone, I feel like this Licorne is super worth the watch. However, there is a super, super major point about this drama that rubbed me the wrong way. And so bad that I can barely look at the first couple episodes without having like rage bubble up in me. But let's talk about the elephant in the room. Elephant, not funny, but okay, funny. Let's just get it out of our system, because the whole entire reason I have to talk about this is because I loved it so much and then I hated it in equal parts because of the fat suit. Let's just talk about this, okay? I mean, let's just get it out in the open and say what it is. Number one, are there no chubby actresses in Thailand? Could they not have hired a chubby actress? They didn't want to, right? They wanted to use the female lead so that the chubby version of her looked identical to her. So instead, they decided to use a fat suit and to do makeup. I'm going to show you images. I'm going to show you clips. But can someone please tell me who was the makeup artist, the design, who had the right to approve that? Has no one in Thailand ever seen a chubby person, a fat person? Has anyone ever seen a woman over a size 10 or 12? Do they realize that the face doesn't get more plasticky, that it's not like a chipmunk and a horrible Halloween mask had a baby and that's what is happening? Her face got stretched or more stretched. It was like almost looked like it was melting at some point. It was just painful to watch. They put so much stuff on her face and her neck area that it couldn't move. Like, could she breathe? Was she okay? What's happening? I mean, honestly, the only reason I'm doing this entire thing, I loved the show. I loved the drama, but that fat suit, what happened? Someone needs to lose a job over that. It was crazy. Was that a special effects person, a makeup person, whoever it was? An apology needs to be made to that actress and to our poor, horrible eyeballs that needed to be bleached out after watching those portions. It is not okay. I'm kind of hoping that, it looked like a giant plastic chipmunk face and they also CGI'd on top of it, but it was so unnatural and jarring that it really took away from how great and wonderful I thought the drama could have been. But either way, I encourage you to watch the drama. Revenge from the Past is 2022 drama. You can find bits and pieces of it on YouTube, but there's also no real places with English subtitles where it's complete, I don't think, right now. But you might want to Google and see what you can find. But yeah, the female lead is gorgeous. The acting was really well done. The bad people were horrendous, and you wanted to, bitch slap them a couple times and make them wake up. It was just, they had the audacity to act the way they did was crazy. But you watch it for the female lead, watch it for the revenge, and just prepare yourself for the atrocity that was the female lead's makeup and whatever it was supposed to be, the special effects for the first couple episodes and the flashbacks. Sweet baby Jesus. You were all happy thinking it was over with, and then they do flashbacks and you're like, it was horrifying. And I don't know what happened there, but I remember when I watched it, I was just so flabbergasted that that is something that actually still happened. But past that, I even got angrier and angrier as I watched because it was actually really well done licorne. So I hope you actually will watch it. Let me know what you thought, and feel free to make fun out of whatever was happening with that poor female lead. I'm betting she has some real regret with seeing herself on the screen like that. But yeah, she's adorable and she's a good actress. But this is one that, for a lot of reasons, will definitely not be out of my mind for a while. But yeah, we'll chat again soon, and I'll bring you another Tyler Corn, and I'm gonna bring you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I'll see you back again soon.